I keep telling you that there is a spark in you. As a melanated man, as a melanated woman, there is a spark in you that attracts divinity. Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you are loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You are loved, celebrated, and appreciated. The gods only go to humans worthy of them, the Ethiopians, the Africans, the melanated people. Now, the truth is that we don't know who we are. We don't know our worth as the melanated people, as Africans. And that is why we sell ourselves so cheaply. We betray each other so easily to the enemy who is not even up to us. Okay? Now, we don't know who we are. I keep saying this here on this platform. But they know who you are. You might not know who you are, but they are aware of who you are. Okay? And the reason why we are in the state that we are in today as the melanated people is because we don't know our worth. We don't know our importance. We don't know the connection we have to light creation, the existence of man on planet Earth. And that is why a lot of times you see a group of melanated people seated having a discussion, and the purpose of that discussion is to praise the white man for being the savior of the world. And without the white man, the world wouldn't have been the way it is today, with a lot of inventions. And I do not blame them most of the time, because I was also like that. There was a time in my life where I thought that the white man was the salvation of the world, because exactly that's what the mainstream media push to you. That's the narrative that is pushed to us under this very consciousness that we are in today. But the truth still remains that the role that the melanated man has in the whole of creation cannot be overemphasized. And these same people you praise and you know, acknowledge everything to are aware. It's just the ones that really want to say the truth that come out to tell you that you have a significant role when it comes to the existence of man on planet Earth. I'm going to show you some, let's say, 30 seconds clip which explains a whole lot of things, and then we have a discussion after that.
One of the things that has happened is that Greek and Roman mythology has somehow been disconnected, mainly in the 19th century by Europeans, and, you know, to a certain extent whitewashed, right, taken away from its Mediterranean roots. And, you know, half of the Mediterranean is Africa, right, and we forget that. And the Greeks had a very different attitude to Africa, and that was they saw Ethiopia, Egypt, Kush, Kerma as very ancient and very advanced cultures and civilizations. For example, in Book 1 of the Iliad, the gods are not on Olympus. They've actually gone to the only humans who they deign worthy of their company to dine with, and that is the Ethiopians.
Your Majesties, now to follow that up, I don't think actually we forget that half of the Mediterranean is African, but that is the narrative that the mainstream push out to you, that it is not African. And a lot of us grew up thinking that half of the Mediterranean, almost all of it, is not African. But the truth is that when you go back to ancient discoveries and researches, you discover that those parts were under the rulership of people who look like me and you, Your Majesties. Now, the fact that this statement was made.
For example, in Book 1 of the Iliad, the gods are not on Olympus. They've actually gone to the only humans who they deign worthy of their company to dine with, and that is the Ethiopians.
You see, so the gods actually went to the humans who are worthy of their company. Your Majesties, that's not word to word, but that is exactly what he's trying to say. The humans that the gods feel are actually worthy of their company are the ones that they are attracted to. Now, why do you think that the gods are attracted to melanated people? It's not right to the season, Your Majesty. We're just trying to clarify something here, okay? I keep telling you that there is a spark in you. As a melanated man, as a melanated woman, there is a spark in you that attracts divinity. Why do you think spirits are attracted to melanated people? Why do you think when we talk about everything in the spiritual world, it has a lot to do with the melanated people? Do not get it twisted, okay? All the races has something to do with the spirits, with their own divinity in their own way. But when it comes to the melanated people, it is always different. Why do you think that when it comes to most of these, there are rituals they do, sacrifices they do in order to have dominion, control, and everything, they always need something of the melanated person, they need the blood of the melanated person, they need something, one thing or the other, the hair of a melanated person, you get it. Why do you think they are after everything that is melanated? Because they know that even the gods are attracted to the melanated people, because there is something in the melanated man and woman that attracts the divine. I have been telling you time without number that most of the times we don't value ourselves because we don't know who we are. Have you find time to discover yourself as a melanated person beyond what you look like? Have you find time to build your spiritual life beyond what organized religion has presented to you? Have you find time to go outside documents, informations that organized religion prepare for you? A lot of us are not ready. And that is why we look at ourselves like we are so inferior that there is nothing good that can come out of us. When you look at all the invention and technologies around the world, it has the doing, the knowledge, the intellect of a melanated man or woman. Everything invented and created was originally the idea of the melanated. The world took and then developed upon it. And most of the times, they took this original, develop upon it, and try to erase the original. The world has always been unfair to the melanated people. And then you begin to ask, why are they like this? Why are they like? Because they know that there is something about you that attracts the spirit. There's something you have that they do not have. And out of envy, jealousy, anger, and everything, they really want to take that place which you are. That space, that's your space. They really want to occupy it. And so they do everything to make you look down on your abilities. They do everything to make you look down on yourself. You think that you're worth nothing or you amount to nothing. The more you do not know who you are, the more they are excelling in their theories. The more you look down on yourself, the more they are taking advantage of your lack of knowledge and ignorance to develop on you. So you are the pillar, you are down there, and they are on top of you developing. Why? Because you do not, they tell you not to be ready to even explore your life. They tell you not to be ready to rediscover. The important thing that will help you ascend and reconnect to the source, they cut it off. And they tell you that one is evil. So you are looking at what is supposed to be good as evil, and you're looking at what is not good for you as a good thing. That is how we have been swayed from the right path. We have lost it, Your Majesties. We have lost it. There is another point here that I want you to listen to. We have a discussion about that.
And the Greeks had a very different attitude to Africa, and that was they saw Ethiopia, Egypt, Kush, Kerma as very ancient and very advanced cultures and civilizations.
The Greeks saw Ethiopia, Egypt, Nubia, the ancient Kemet, of course. The Greeks saw ancient Kemet, they saw Ethiopia. Mind you, the whole of the motherland was called Ethiopia at one time. So when we say Ethiopia, we might not necessarily mean just those group of people, Ethiopians, but a lot of a group of people in the African continent. So the Greeks saw the ancient Kemet, they saw Ethiopia, they saw Kush, Nubia as a very ancient and advanced culture. Greeks acknowledge this, that these cities that inhabited melanated origins, melanated lineages, are ancient and advanced, have ancient and advanced cultures. So it's not today. They are aware of this thing. That's why I told you that these people know exactly what they are doing. When they come up today, come up tomorrow and tell you that nobody was inhabiting Africa until when the missionaries came to start building hospitals. Remember that white South African who was sitting and having a day session, and he was seriously saying that black people are not the originals of the continent of Africa. Was that the thing? No, he said black people were not the original inhabitants of South Africa, okay? That the San people are not black, they are something else. And then he claimed that it was when missionaries, when they say missionaries, obviously you know Europeans, that's what they mean, their type. It was when their ancestors started coming to build hospitals that people started occupying Africa. That is what he said. But the Greeks themselves, who are also seen as people who are ancient, are aware those times, those ancient times, that the Ethiopians, the ancient Kemites, Nubia, have been an advanced civilization, and they have advanced cultures. Okay? And why do you think that they are aware of an existing culture and civilization in Egypt, Ethiopia, ancient Nubia, and the rest of them? Why do you think? Because this is the origin of a lot of things, and most of us do not really want to accept this fact. We come up with some theories proposed by some people just to distort history, and of course they have a plan: distort history, confuse everybody, turn your mind from the original thing, and as you're busy trying to figure yourself out, they have gone ahead of you, and that is the kind of situation that we are in here. So this clip is so short, but it carried a whole lot of things that you can ponder, and you can even go back and rewatch this clip, and maybe you have some understanding for yourself that you do not just come today. The ancestors that were involved in your existence, because you do not fly from the sky, it takes a number of your ancestors from your lineage for you to come to life today. So those your ancestors were not just people who are recent, they are people who are ancient, and they have their roots connected to the source, the creator of life. And again, to remind you that the spirits are more connected to the melanated, the gods are connected to the melanated, because they know that these are the people that have the source, that have that thing that spark us. And that is why we tell you that everything about the melanated is divine. And that's why I tell you that the reason why they decided to adopt religion is because they know that religion is going to be the best thing that is going to tie these people that are so powerful. It is religion that will be the best thing for us to use in manipulating them, because these are the people that are connected to these gods, to these divinities, to this source of all life. So whenever we say this is about the source of life, of course they're going to be attracted to it, and it will be easy for us to manipulate them. And that was exactly what was done, and it's still happening today. And if you have not opened your eyes to see the truth and the realities that is before your face, your majesty, you still need a lot of work. And I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive always, your majesties. Bye for now.